Seriously?
Uh-huh.
How would I know?
I think it's obviously suspicious that you had to set up so you couldn't measure, set the game so you couldn't measure the deck.
I had to set up.
I'm not a tape measure. I never hold a tape measure.
Well, what we do? I mean, so what? You could hold the end of the
No, I'm not saying I couldn't do it. Don't put this back on me. I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm just saying it was awfully odd that I'm sitting up there, and then you're supposed to be setting up the games here, and then you were sitting there just hanging out and watching us the whole time.
Well, I got it all ready. I wasn't watching you the whole time. I was over here getting stuff ready, wasn't I?
Oh, so without you being defensive, right?
I'm not being defensive. I'm telling you, you asked me a question, I answered it.
Judging by your voice, the high pitch of it and the inflection of it, you're being defensive.
I'm sorry, I got so high.
I'm just saying, without being defensive and just being logical about it, could you not see, from my perspective, how it could seem like you were setting me up?
I could see that.
Tom, can you see, from my perspective, how you think he could be setting me up?
I can see that.
I could see that, but I legit thought that he was, because I know Bob has a 24-foot pool.
How do you know that?
Because Bob's talked about it before out here with my pool. He told me he has one exactly like that. So I assume.
I feel weird. I'd never heard this conversation ever with you and Bob.
Well, maybe because you were talking to Don or talking to Kevin at that time or something. I don't know.
Talk to Don very much because he's annoying.
I'm just saying, you might have been having a conversation with somebody else. Could have been with Diana. I don't know. But Bob was telling, I knew this for a couple years now. Whenever we first met them, we were talking about pools. But anyway, so I figured, okay, maybe he doesn't want to build it. I mean, it is a nice looking deck. Maybe he doesn't want to go exact, because I think that deck is actually the perfect size. So I figured, okay, he wants to measure, even though I did think it was a little bit hard to measure that because it's angles, you know? And really, you build a deck going by the angles of the pool. You don't need to measure the angles and then put it there. Why are you looking like that?
I'm suspicious of you.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I really...
You gave him no advice at all how to measure it. I'm trying to say, don't you want to measure this angle and that angle? And you're like, no, just do it. You're like, oh no, do it straight up.
The dude's an engineer. Why should I have to tell him how to do it?
Because you have a clear idea of how to measure a deck. And I brought up the angles, did I not?
He can redo a whole car. I didn't think I'd have to tell him anything. I didn't want to stick my nose in where it didn't belong. I think we should get him back, to tell you the truth.
Oh, so hold on. You had nothing to do with it.
I say we get him back. And we gotta be able to get him back.
Well, first of all, let's go. We can get him back. Tom, are you on board with this? Because I feel like we need the three of us together work the best.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah. We'll get
that's fine.
Yeah, whether it's dumping a bucket of water on his head or whatever, having a bucket hidden somewhere.
I think you should water and grass. I think we should do a combination of two pranks. Both. Water first, then grass. That'd make it way worse.
So it sticks?
It just sticks to him. Or we can antique him. We can do water and flour. I don't care what it is.
Well,
he's walking around here with his uppity. He got me, pushed me in the pool.
I think you should try to get, at the beginning, just do, an eye for an eye.
So you don't want to seem like you're involved is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, no, I'll work with you. No, I just think that you should get them back with water, not with something plus, because then, just listen.
He made fun of my feet for 10 minutes.
Makes fun
so
of
now I'm up in the grass.
You make fun of his hair all the time.
Only after his feet, and it's ridiculous. He chooses his haircut. I don't choose my feet.
Anyway, listen.
I wasn't supposed to walk when I was born.
Listen, what I'm saying
Look at me now, Tom.
All I'm saying is if you jump to the next thing, right, and you do something like grass clippings or what, then what's he come back with? Like something worse than that. So why don't you just get even? If it's just water, even Stevens, right?
No, that's not how it's going to work, and you know it. If we get him back, then he's going to get me back, and it's going to get worse. Why should I get the worst part of it all the time?
No,
I get a chance for him to get it worse first.
I disagree. If we all get him, we're going to send a message that don't mess with us.
He's never received the message ever.
When has he ever gotten us good? That was probably the best thing he's ever done.
It's funny that it was to me.
Well, I mean, you should know better than go up on a pool deck.
From what you're saying to me, what I'm gathering from this conversation is that you're scared of Don getting you back.
No, I'm not scared at all.
It seems like you're a little bit nervous about
I think Don's pretty lame at it.
So then why can't we up it then? It's not like we're dealing with Jesse and Jeff here. Or Jeffrey here.
I don't know that he knows the parameters of where you go and where you don't go.
We teach him the lesson.
But excuse me, what I'm saying is if you do grass, then what's the next thing? Something that doesn't come off you?
We think he's gonna tar and feather me.
I know, who knows? What, I don't know. I mean, he's a very smart guy, but he doesn't have a whole lot of common sense, you know?
No, it sounds like you're talking scared to me. I feel like that a water and grass combination.
How is that scared? I said, let's come up with a plan and we'll get him. I'm on board.
I think we need to up it though. Tell him, what do you think? Give me your honest opinion.
I mean, both of you make good points on this. I'm not sure which one to really.
Well, I'm just saying is if we just stay with water, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like all of a sudden you can just say, all right, now we're even. Yeah. So if he chooses to go a step further, then we go a step further than that.
Yeah, but then I'm always getting it worse before he gets it. Why can't we be the aggressor?
We get him way worse than that. We get him with ice cold water buckets.
I was dunked in the pool, my sneakers soaking wet. It doesn't get any worse than that.
So we get him with it when he has his sneakers on.
They're my slip-ons. They're my slip-ons. They were my good shoes.
They dry, don't they?
Barely.
So, but we get him with ice cold water with it, and where he's not.
How about we boil the water first and we burn them? No, I'm just kidding. That's obviously a joke.
I gotta get
it's obviously a joke.
You need one?
No, you just gave me this one.
Usually you drink really fast.
No, not at all.
No, so let's come up with a good plan. If you want to get, like, I don't know, maybe we can get like the some kind of dye in the water or something, but not permanent, like something like that. Make him a blue Smurf or something like that. That'd be funny.
So, but what would make him a blue Smurf that would wash off?
I don't know.
All right, so I'm not opposed to that. Something that's not permanent. We have to research that.
Yeah.
If we can find something that will dye him and his clothes all a certain color,
oh yeah,
but won't stay, like a spray paint.
Yeah, like almost like that stuff.
Where it seems permanent, but it's not. That would be upping it for me.
Yeah.
But we're upping it.
Yeah, slightly.
I think grass is slightly water. Upping it too. It's not like we're doing anything.
I don't know.
It's not like it's syrup and chicken feathers.
Yeah, well that's true too. We can do grass.
I get where
I'm down. We can get him grass. We'll do grass and water.
Well, no, I like your idea about the dye.
All right.
So we'll research that. We'll do some research. We'll figure it out. All right, hurry up.
All right.
That's how I feel. And you saw how he wanted to go water for water, dude. That's not the way to go.
Nope.
He's nervous about it.
A little bit, but more so than that. You heard how defensive he got. Like that.
You heard his voice. He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm not talking any different."
He never goes that high pitch.
No, never. He's easy to read, I feel like.
In this case.
When I know this, well, it's easy to read when you know that he's lying, right? So that makes it a little different.
Right. So the good thing is that he doesn't suspect at all what we've talked about.
No, that's the key. We want to keep that under wraps. We got to pick and choose a time where that's going to benefit us, even if it's after this whole Don thing.
Right.
Like we got to pick and choose.
Better yet. I can like.
What do you have an idea? It sounds like you have an idea.
I'm in with this. We know this. He can tell me what the plan is, because of course he's going to tell me once he comes up with it, and then you and I can figure out something to turn the tables.
That we can accidentally get him to. Like I got, even though it was an accident with you.
I wasn't thinking that, but we can make that work if you want.
Yeah, or I mean, like, how do we know if he's not going to try and turn it on me? I didn't even think about that.
That is also a very good point. We don't know. But that's why we need to strike first. So whatever the plan is, we need to come up with some sort of counter plan and make sure that that hits immediately. Or better yet, in fact, best yet, if we can make it look like an accident.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the best way to go about it, because then he wouldn't know, oh, it's just dumb luck. But it happens to me all the time. That's what I'll say.
Right, like we're already at like a dividing point. Like, oh, I thought we were gonna do this idea. Well, I thought we were gonna do this.
Yeah, right. All right, so that's
already
good.
Have like the other things. I'm like, oh, what'd you bring that? I thought we said this.
Dude, that's perfect. And then also, you could be an insider, because like you'll probably know, like if he's looking to get me.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you hear about that ahead of time, then we can do a whole counter thing where we get both of them without any of it, at all. Because who knows how he's going to be. He might try and play it where we're getting him and he'll try and look innocent to Don, right?
Right.
Because that's kind of how he likes to play. He likes to be on the fence.
Right.
But if you find out that he's letting Don know the intel, and we know that, and I know that ahead of time without him knowing it, then we can really set them up both up for a big failure.
It's true.
Dude, I like what you're doing. All right, so we just need to play a lay and wait game right now.
Right, and
that's our strategy.
And I do have one other slight request about that, and it's just that, like, no implication of me whatsoever.
No, of course. No, not at all.
Okay. I just want to be sure that I won't be implicated.
Unless I find out that you got me without this, all this is a big setup for me, then I'm gonna.
Well, that would kind of defeat the point.
Though. Yeah, you'd already be implicated. You're right.
Exactly.
No, I got your back, bro. I trust you if you trust me.
I trust you. And you trust me?
Let's go. I feel like we can get this done.
I think so too.
Yeah, he's trying to get it.